My name is Javine, and currently I'm studying in IDC. That is IIT Bombay. Then for my UCEED, I got A at 12. First, I'll teach you about anatomy. That is full body anatomy. Okay, and just the proportions and measurements, and certain measurements that people often get confused. That as well. And then I'll jump into facial anatomy. And then if you have time, I'll also jump into perspective. I don't think we'll be able to handle composition. So first of all, we're going to learn about anatomy. I'm going to first start with the male anatomy. I'm just going to teach you the basic proportions. All of you must have heard about the typical, 8 heads, 7 heads, and everything. It is not strict to that rule. It's general, as we know. So for a male, usually their heads are positioned. There are 8 heads tall, sorry. 8 heads, okay? So if this is a head, and if this is the size of that head, they're 8 heads tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the heads include the actual head of the person, okay? Oh, okay. All right, so let's move on. Now we're gonna draw the rest of the body. You must be thinking, why head, right? Because never, ever, ever start your human figure from the arm or the legs or anything. Always start from the head. Now, let's see. I'm gonna draw the neck. Usually men tend to have like broader necks. Of course, there are women with broader necks as well, but then we're talking about general cases, okay? And they have shoulders, all right? And each shoulder is about 1 head long, like each side, okay? And then we have their chest, right, like this. Okay. Yeah, so it ends at about like half of that head, right? Let me just see. This is first head, second head, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Okay. And the belly button is almost at the center of the 4th head. Then do not, I've seen this, usually some people give a lot of hip to the male. Like, yeah, there are, but then generally they have a broader shoulder and narrow hips. Okay, so keep that in mind. And their crotch, center of the 5th head. Then we have thighs, right? Just I'm gonna draw them as free as possible. I'm not gonna put in too much detail. Okay, so that ends at the 6th head. Then we have calves. However you like. And then feet. Of course, we're gonna draw them as tortillas because feet and hands are a separate topic. All right, so yeah, ended at the 8th head. Okay, yes. Now, he is currently disabled. Let's give him some arms. So let's talk about the arms. People usually make a lot of mistakes with the arm. Sometimes it's too long, sometimes it's too short, right? So what are these measurements? What do we do? Let's talk about it. Let's get to female. So let's talk about female. Basically, we can just shorten the number of heads to 7.5. So this is 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, 5 head, 6 head, 7 head, 7.5 head. about characters who are young. For example, babies. Now let's talk about facial anatomy, finally. Get your sleeping pills ready. We're going to stay a while and ignore my handwriting. Okay. Facial anatomy. That's for older people. First of all, typical anatomy, we'll just draw 3/4 jawline. Okay, side of the face, brow line, eye line, nose, mouth. Then, now we're gonna draw old people. So I would like to give them droopy eyes. Three-point perspective, what do you understand? Usually they use terms like "and eye view" or "cat's eye view," anything, worm even, They use all kinds of beautiful words to describe three-point perspective. Even, so these are from the bottom, right? From top, they use stuff like lizard, maybe bird, maybe an ant on the ceiling, like all very creative they get, right? So how do we go about handling this? Typically, for a 3-point perspective, you obviously need 3 vanishing points to draw a bedroom, okay? Let's just be simple. All right, so things to remember would be, if you're looking at a particular scene from the top, your horizon line will be on top. You guys know what a horizon line is, right? Don't tell me that you guys don't know what a horizon line is. It's already this slate. Okay, yeah, good. For those who don't know, don't worry, okay, I was just messing with you. A horizon line is basically your height per se. Like, in simple terms, it's like your height. So whatever height you are in, that's kind of what your horizon line would be. That's a very simple, basic way of explaining it. There's a lot more to it, but then in simple terms, that's what it is. Okay. All right. So, and if you're like at the bottom, the camera or the character or POV is at the bottom, then your horizon line will be at the bottom. Bottom as in if you're like an ant or a tiny thing. Okay. Okay, guys. Typical, very easy to understand. And also, whenever you want to draw like multiple points, I'm not talking about 1 point, I'm talking about 2 and 3. Don't put your vanishing points too close to each other, because then whatever you're drawing will look super deformed and super like confusing and dynamic, distorted even. So try to keep your vanishing points pretty far from each other. Only then will you get like a pretty realistic sort of a view, right? Like right now, this kind of looks like a bed, right? A bedroom, like bedroom, and maybe like carpet, you know? So try to have your vanishing points a bit far away from the page, like even outside the page, if you will. Right? So that's a few tips. So let's just draw like an upper view of the bedroom. I'm gonna give myself a canvas. Why am I gonna give myself a canvas? Because I want to show you how I'll just put the vanishing points outside. And now your question will be, oh no, but then how can we go outside the page if the page is only a certain length, right? Imagine the point. And if you can't, then take an eraser, poke a hole in the eraser, position it, and use the hole as your vanishing point. Okay? So carry 2 to 3 erasers, just in case. Okay? All right. Be creative, guys. Be creative. All right. So if I'm gonna draw a bedroom, let's draw like this. How about that? It's an upper view, right? So I'll just put my horizon line up, my vanishing point like this, and I'll kind of be like, right? I'm not gonna show like this and all, kind of like this. This is my bedroom. This is the wall, right? You guys understand what's going on, right? Like this. And then, you know what? Let's just keep the bed like this. right? Now the bed looks really pronounced. And then I can do my shading. So in shading, this will be midtones, and I would have even darker tones, maybe somewhere over here, like this, like that. You know, it's all depending. Try not to do it in very different directions. I did it in very different directions, but then like try to stick to one direction of shading, okay? And I mean everywhere, like every required region, but only for the main subject. Everywhere else, just like one tone. Just one tone, and that's it. No extra shading, no extra love, nothing. Only for the bed. Something like that. Okay, guys? All right. And do not forget, please do not forget the shadows. A huge mistake that you guys tend to make a lot. Do not forget the shadows. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, that is 3-point perspective. I hope it is understood.
Before ending this video, we have a special announcement for you guys. Divergent Classes is launching 2 batches for 7-day crash course. The first one is a recorded one and the second one is a live. You get a chance to study from toppers जिन्होंने UCEED क्रैक करा है. We have All India Rank 5, All India Rank 12, All India Rank 17 और उसके जैसे ही कई सारे mentors from IITs and NID which prepare you dedicatedly for UCEED 2025. एंड इस क्रैश कोर्स के अंदर आर फोकस वुड नॉट बी एक लेम से करिकुलम के साथ चलते जाए, नहीं, आर फोकस वुड बी ऑन टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स, शॉर्टकट मेथड्स, एग्जैक्टली एग्जामिनर्स क्या देखते हैं इन योर पार्ट बी ड्राइंग, तो यू कुड इंस्टेंटली बूस्ट योर स्कोर. ये बैचेस अगर आप एक ड्रॉपर हो या फिर आपकी प्रिपरेशन ऑलरेडी एक अच्छे लेवल पे है तो भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, या फिर आप एक बिगनर है. दोनों ही बैचेस के अंदर आपको 5+ लाइव मॉक टेस्ट एंड उसके लाइव मॉक डिस्कशंस का एक्सेस मिलेगा. उसके अलावा लाइव डाउट क्लासेस भी मिलेंगी एंड आप चाहे तो दोनों बैचेस को आप साथ में भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. रिकॉर्डेड बैच आपके लिए है अगर आपको कुछ स्पेसिफिक चीजें जाननी है एंड आपकी प्रिपरेशन ऑलरेडी एक अच्छे लेवल एंड यू डोंट वांट टू लर्न एनीथिंग न्यू. अगर आपको सिर्फ कुछ स्पेसिफिक चीजें जाननी है एंड मॉक टेस्ट अटेंड करने हैं, सो आई वुड रिकमेंड ज्वाइनिंग द रिकॉर्डेड बैच. उसमें हमारे पास्ट 6 to 8 मंथ की जितनी भी रिकॉर्डिंग है सबका एक्सेस मिलेगा. तो अगर आप कोई भी टॉपिक चूज करेंगे या कोई भी मेंटर को चूज करेंगे तो यू विल बी एबल टू वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ लेक्चर्स बाय दैट मेंटर या फिर उसी टॉपिक पे. उसके अलावा हम लाइव बैच के अंदर पास्ट ईयर्स को सॉल्व कराते हुए सारे मेजर टॉपिक्स को समझाने की कोशिश करेंगे. उसके अंदर जो टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स अप्लाई हो सकते हैं उसको सिखाएंगे. क्लास टाइमिंग भी रात को होती है 8:30 to 10:30. उसके अलावा मॉक टेस्ट भी हमारा एकदम एग्जाम वाले इंटरफेस के साथ होता है एंड यू ऑल्सो गेट अ वेरी डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस ऑफ योर स्कोर. साथ ही साथ एक लीडर बोर्ड मिलता है जिससे कि आप अपनी रैंक का अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं. एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात, इट इज वेरी अफोर्डेबल. अगर आप रिकॉर्डेड बैच को ऑप्ट कर रहे होगे तो इट विल बी फॉर 4,000 रुपीज एंड लाइव बैच की करंट प्राइस इज फॉर जस्ट 3,000 रुपीज. बट अगर आप 11th के बाद ज्वाइन कर रहे होंगे तो फीस विल इंक्रीज टू 4,000 रुपीज. एंड अगर आपको दोनों बैचेस साथ में ज्वाइन करने हैं दैट विल कॉस्ट यू 5,000 रुपीज. उसके साथ अगर आप ड्रॉइंग रिव्यूज कम्युनिटी का भी एक्सेस चाहते हैं जिसमें टॉपर्स आपको रिव्यू देते हैं ऑन योर पार्ट बी ड्रॉइंग डेली एंड डेली आपको पार्ट बी स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं. उस कम्युनिटी के अंदर हमारे वो स्टूडेंट्स हैं जिनकी ऑलरेडी काफी अच्छी रैंक्स हैं एंड दे हैव बीन प्रिपेयरिंग विद अस फॉर द लास्ट 6 to 8 मंथ. तो उनका लेवल बहुत ही अच्छा है. आई विल ऑल्सो शो यू सम ऑफ योर स्केचेस. लास्ट कुछ मॉक्स में उन्होंने कुछ इस तरीके का काम सबमिट करा है. आई गेस देख के समझ तो आ ही गया होगा. दे हैव बीन वर्किंग रियली हार्ड विद अस. इन बैचेस के बाद हमारी तरफ से कोई भी बैच नहीं आने वाला है. तो दीज आर द लास्ट बैचेस. Feel free to join. I wish you all the best. And अगर आप बैच नहीं ज्वाइन कर सकते by any reason, I would highly recommend joining the mock series and the mock discussions. That is the bare minimum you can do for your preparation. I wish you all the best for your exam and please suggest topics for the upcoming video in the comment box below. All the best guys. See you.